Today we're going to do two new kinds of problems on Get More Math. The first kind asks you to look at a graph and interpret the graph. The first thing I want to talk about on this graph, the x-axis represents our independent variable. That's vocabulary that I know we've used in science, and now we can apply it to our math assignments as well. We control the number of toppings that we put on our pizza, and then the result of the number of toppings is the additional cost or the dependent variable on the y-axis. So in this example, we are asked, based on the point 1, 2.25, which statement about the price is correct? So one topping would cost an additional $2.25. That's what this represents. So if I look at the answers down below, one topping, each topping adds 2.25 calories. Nope. A customer is charged 2.25 more per topping. So per one topping, that would cost $2.25. That one would be correct. Okay, we're going to do another one of these so you can see two examples. Okay, the graph below represents the number of calories burned during exercise. So again, the minutes across the bottom are what you control. So if you exercise in this example, what does the point 360 represent? If you exercise for 3 minutes, then the number of calories that are burned are 60 calories. The calories on the y-axis are the dependent variable. So now I'm going to go down and look at the options. I want 3 minutes and 60 calories. Well, this one says consuming 60 calories. That's not what I want. Exercising 60 minutes. Nope. 60 calories are burned during 3 minutes of exercise. That is the answer that I want. Okay, now we're going to look at the other kind of problem for this week. This one I specifically wanted to show you in Get More Math so you could see how the graphing works. We're going to graph the point -3, 1. So we go left to -3, up to 1, click to add a dot. Then I'm going to graph the point 3, -1. So I go right 3, down to -1, click again. And when I've placed 2 points, it will graph the line for me. All of these are proportional relationships, so they should all go through the origin. Once I have the line graphed, I'm also going to find the constant of proportionality, which I get by dividing y by x. 1 divided by -3 would be -1/3. -1 divided by 3 would be -1/3. So down at the bottom, I'm going to click on the little fraction, -1/3 would be my answer for the constant. Okay, we're going to go back up and do another one of these. Okay. Okay, this one, graph 2, -1. So right 2, down to -1, and right 6, down to -3. Okay, these are both in quadrant 4, but they still create a line that goes through the origin. It is a proportional relationship. Now I'm going to calculate the constant. -1/2 would be the simplified fraction, -1/2. -3/6 would also simplify to -1/2. So I'm going to go down here, make my fraction, -1/2. Okay, those are the two types of problems that you have this week. I hope that's helpful in solving them.